Well, here's an unusual object, a blue thing. You've probably heard of a toilet roll. This one is a soap roll. Interesting. All you need to do to use it, take a piece out like that, it unrolls, snap it off, put your fingers in the water, rub your hands, and it cleans it. So I've been looking through my collection at unusual soaps, and here's some examples of it. That's certainly one I've never used before. So, oh, and this one I picked up in MOMA. I used to go there regularly after doing the toy fair, and it's just it's a bar of soap with some very pretty, unusual shaped objects. Apparently, it's some bit of modern art which I haven't heard of before, and I'd quite like to hear about it if any one of you recognises it. It's got a very, very specific appearance to the way the pieces are arranged and shaped and the colours there. So, and it's something you can use as a bit of art. So, but it was MOMA, so something rather special, that one there. It also come from America, from a lady, Anne-Marie Smith. She produces some lovely soaps. The actual material of soap is one of my sister-in-law's favourite form of soap. It's for her sensitive skin. This is the letter pi, Greek letter pi. She does a lot of mathematical ones, and calls her company Justbubbly, and has lots of conversations and exchanging of things with her. So that's just one of her items. But the soap's particularly nice form. This is something I've never used. I thought it was a bit of a joke when I first saw it. It's a bar of soap made in stainless steel, for heaven's sake. But apparently it does actually, there's chemical uses for it, which is extraordinary. It neutralises the smell of garlic, onions and fish, for instance. Trouble is, I don't actually do cooking as such. I just buy food that's ready made. But there's a bar of piece of soap, which is not, it's stainless steel, put it under water for 30 seconds, rub vigorously, and it gets rid of the odour and the smell of those particularly tiresome materials which occur in cooking. So something that's worth looking out for. If you've got a golfing friend, you could do better than, or worse than, buying him a golf ball, which, as you can see, is not a real golf ball. In fact, it's already broken in half, and it's soap. So it's a nice little extra bar of soap made with the same shape as his favourite activity, which is playing golf. This is a lovely idea, but it's a little unfulfilling for me because I can't see the interior. It's a French piece of soap, which is a frog prince. It's a handsome looking frog, incidentally. Nice looking piece. Made entirely of soap. And after some vigorous use over perhaps a week, a small child would find it to their delight, they get a handsome prince appears inside. Frog Prince is a well-known fairy tale, so that's something I'm going to have to try out when I can find a replacement of the actual frog itself, because I love having both samples to hand. The last item is an extraordinary idea. The Swedes are very keen in summertime of bathing in lakes, especially when it's hot. And you can't really bathe safely with soap within lakes because you're going to drop it at some time or other, and then it will sink to the bottom, and it might be a deep lake at that. So they've invented this extraordinary stuff. There it is in Swedish, and it's summer soap, floating summer soap, and it's made of a material which acts like soap, but is actually quite a bit lighter. So when I put it in a bowl of water, it will float like that. Isn't that clever? Very, very clever idea. Only the Swedes would think of it, because they do have this habit of going to one of their many thousands of lakes, in the summertime especially, and having a jolly good bathe and then a sauna afterwards. So, soaps, perhaps many of which you haven't seen before, and perhaps you won't see them again, but I've seen some of these have actually got a good future to them, especially the artistic ones, the practical ones, and the ones which would entertain children, and cooks would use that one there. So very functional things these, but jolly good ideas behind them.